First and only on 4, an explosion in overtime. First Alert 4 Investigates has found millions of your tax dollars flowing out of the door in overtime pay for St. Louis's police department. Good evening, I'm Corey Stark. All this comes as a big budget battle is brewing. The state-run city police department is demanding tens of millions of dollars more from City Hall. Tonight, we are digging into the six-figure salaries on the force. St. Louis police say they are necessary to keep you safe, but some experts say too much overtime can do the opposite. Here's Chief Investigator Lauren Traeger.
We requested and then crunched the data and found hundreds of police employees made more than $100,000 in pay last year. 7 cops made more than $200,000. Their base pay doubled and sometimes nearly tripled with overtime.
You're playing with fire.
Ken Novak, a former professor of criminal justice at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, says overtime is an issue in policing.
I think overtime has become more of a factor, especially since 2020.
St. Louis, like other cities, seeing massive spikes in overtime in recent years. SLMPD spending $5.5 million in OT in 2012. That number hitting $25 million in 2025.
The police in general have struggled to recruit and retain people within their ranks.
That struggle at the core of the big budget battle in the city. The department and Board of Police Commissioners saying they need tens of millions of dollars more from the city to increase base pay, currently at $60,000 a year, lower, the police argue, than surrounding agencies. A shortfall of 250 officers, St. Louis's chief has said, only going to get worse.
At a certain point, we're going to run out of police officers. I've said that, because attrition is still outpacing the amount of people we're hiring.
The department arguing officers must work overtime to keep the streets safe.
It could be a ticking time bomb.
But Novak says too much overtime has its own cost.
16-hour shifts are not completely uncommon within policing, but we need to recognize that that slows reaction time, that will slow judgment and potentially cloud judgment. And that's not good for anybody, particularly the public.
So First Alert 4 Investigates took a closer look. More than 380 of the department's employees made over $100,000 in 2025. More than a dozen were paid more than $175,000, putting them above the base pay grade of the chief himself. Topping the list, Sergeant Robert Russo, who recently spoke to us about traffic enforcement. He made close to $260,000 last year. The department declined to address specific employees, but First Alert 4 Investigates did the math. If the sergeant was getting time and a half on top of his base pay, he worked approximately 90 hours a week, every single week last year. Others, too, like Officer LaQuisha Quinn, made $247,000, and Douglas Etherton, titled an administrative assistant, made $231,000.
Do you worry about those specific individuals and whether or not the department has policies in place to protect their wellness?
In a perfect world, these types of compelled overtime would be spread out amongst people. In the real world, I'm not sure that's always possible.
Novak says departments should work to limit overtime for the officer, for public safety, and for the taxpayer.
Should there be good accounting, controls, paperwork to know, if someone is claiming overtime, they actually worked that overtime?
Well, yes, absolutely. I think that's a baseline assumption.
Now, those most impacted by all of this declined to speak with us on camera. The mayor's office, the city comptroller, and the police union all choosing not to do interviews for this story. The police board also declining, as well as the police department. Instead, a spokesperson sent a statement saying, quote, regardless of our current vacancies, the safety of St. Louis will always be our #1 priority. Now, St. Louis's fire department, too, has employees topping the overtime charts. 7 fire personnel made more than their chief last year. And remember how we said St. Louis police spent $25 million in overtime last year? We did check. St. Louis County PD's number was $10.3 million last year. The city and the state-run police commission taking their budget fight to the courts, and it's an issue we will keep tracking. I'm Lauren Traeger. First Alert 4 Investigates.
And as Lauren said, First Alert 4 Investigates will continue to follow this budget battle between the city of St. Louis and the state-run police board. You can find all of our reports on Roku, Apple TV, and all of our streaming channels.